Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to show you how you can learn DevOps and what are the best resources to learn DevOps and stuff. Understanding DevOps core principle is only possible by real world hands-on, but let's be practical that when we want to learn things, we don't get to do practical at first. And also, most of the DevOps contents that you find on the surface of internet are mostly garbage, including the YouTube videos that gets recommended to you. And the hard truth is that those high production videos about DevOps that you watch are barely anything that helps you in your real world situations. Because, dude, just question yourself the scenario when you code something. You most of the time get unexpected errors when doing something new, and in this tech field, this is very common with everyone. So, getting spoon fed by those videos are only damaging your capabilities. So, the thing is, if you don't find and explore yourself or get used to the idea of learning new things by yourself, it is very difficult to survive in this tech field. So yeah, in this video, I'll try to make you understand how to come up with the resources that actually genuinely helps you to learn stuff the real and thoughtful way. So the thing is, these are the videos and these are the websites that you will get. So these are mostly, business garbage that is recommended to you on YouTube, because when you do Google something, obviously these are the SEO ranked website that has nothing to do with your topic or your intention of learning something, right? This is just business tactics and everything. By watching 6 hours or 9 hours, even 10 hours videos, you will probably be getting spoon fed the same thing that everyone is talking about, and it will make no sense at all that you are up from someone else, right? And the same thing by just watching these Udemy courses, like you're just paying for it, but at the same time on internet these are all free, okay? And the thing is ki when you want to learn something, if you don't learn anything by yourself, it's just not going to work at a long time. How do you come up with something good? So for example, you want to learn DevOps, okay, fine. If you click on this DevOps tutorial, so what are the content it has? What is DevOps, right? Why DevOps? 30 DevOps tool to learn in master, what version control and everything, Kubernetes versus Docker. Do you really think these are the things you want to learn, right? Dude, who the fuck even wants to know what are the 30 best DevOps tools to learn and master in 2022 when you're almost about 24th, right? So this just make no sense at all these days. So how do I come up with something? And also, what are the chances that we'll come up to these kind of websites? No chance at all, or maybe less than 1% chances that you will come up to a website just by googling it. When I land onto this website, you'll see there are good blogs. For example, the JQ. Okay, so if you don't know about JQ, JQ is a command line tool for JSON processor. Like if you go and learn about JQ, this is the blog. Not just that, again, because this is a DevOps video. Say for example, you want to learn about DevOps or Linux related videos, right? Monolith, microservices, and these are the things that genuinely things that you need to learn in DevOps. And then some things about Hello World GitOps, and I actually went through this GitOps example, and this is a big one. So yeah, and maybe you can go through this and genuinely learn something good out of this. And yeah, not just that, how you can learn about Git logs and things about project management with Graph-Freeze, Jenkins, and Vagrant and other things. So the point here is that you're learning it the hard way, and that is very proven way that you're going to learn something actually, not just by getting spoon fed by someone else who doesn't have that intention of actually making you understand of things. So yeah, just read blogs and try to find out. So for example, I find this website Swiss Jensen. It's just that, okay, this is the blog that I'm reading. No, I'm not just going to read this blog. Once I'm done with this, I'm trying to, I'll also try to look for other blogs. See, if I like this blog, that means this guy must have some other blogs as well that are good. And then I'll try to find out all the recent posts and everything and try to find out. For example, okay, I'm interested in Ansible. I'll click on this Ansible technique that this guy has written about, and I'll try to read. And if I say, okay, this is a very good blog, what I'll do, I'll just directly just add bookmark, and yeah, I know this site forever. So that's how you do it. Not just that, there's another website called Snowdev, not a big website, but yeah. And the other day I was going through some things about Terraform, and I came up to this VPC pairing with MongoDB and AWS in Terraform, and I went to this blog, and it really helped me understand setup Atlas and using Terraform and everything in AWS. And you can just bookmark that. And there's one more website called DevOps.com. The reason I'm showing you these websites is to make you understand that there are websites that are actually helpful it's just that you have to dig in way more than you can think of. Then only you will come up to these websites and say you want to learn something about CI/CD and DevOps. There are many good people actually writes about good blogs here in DevOps. So yeah, you can read these blogs as well. And all these people are actually really good. I have read some blogs as well. For example, Mike Wizard, I know this guy very well. And yeah, so the point there is these guys, you'll barely find these guys on YouTube or any other just Googling, right? So you have to look for people and say you like this person, Mike Wizard, right? What do you need to do? Say once you're done with reading their blogs, try to find them their other sources. Say for example, you find their GitHub, okay, or Twitter or anything. Just go and follow them or try to follow them on GitHub, because GitHub is actually a place where you can find their other works as well. There's this good search engine for podcast, actually, Listen Notes. For example, I want to learn about platform engineering. Okay, so in platform engineering, you can see these guys have some good blogs and everything. So and I'll try to see which one I'm interested, and I'll try to play one and see. Yeah, so if I play now, it will play this blog and I can just listen to it while working on
this episode is hosted.
So, yeah, that's how you can listen to podcast as well. This is Listen Notes, where I can. Now the big question here is that how did I came up to these websites, right? Again, one way of coming up to these websites is like doing research, going above and beyond of just Googling. And when you find something, go deep into that. So for example, I find this Listen Notes, and then I'll try to look for alternatives of this, and then I might come up to something else. And when I come up find something, right, and listen to this blog, they might say something and I like look for it, and if I find it useful, I just keep it there in my bookmarks. And one more thing, so there are some other search engines apart from Google's. Say there's one more thing called Weeby.me. There's Weeby.me is this is way better if you want to learn something just by reading blogs from Google. Than Google actually, right? And in Google, most of the sites that will come up in the first 10 or 15 pages are business chunks. But in Weeby, say for example, I want to learn about Terraform, okay, and you can see that I already got some good, and this is the snow dip that I got from this Weeby. And here this all things in Arch, Debian, DevOps, and here you can see they also have some good blogs about DevOps and everything. And if I find this good, what I'll do, I'll try to look for the other projects, other blogs, and see what they have to say about. And yeah, say recovering from failed Terraform apply, and I'll just click that, and if I see, okay, this is very useful, I'll definitely save it or try to look for other from this guy. And that's how I come up with new things. And there are literally zero chances that you will come up to these kind of website easily on Google. So yeah, and then I try to go deeper. Say I have this Strubans.dev website, I'll go to that one and try to see, okay, wow, see these websites, even I am coming to this website like for the first time, and see just these guys have some good blogs. Just by looking at it, I'm pretty sure that yeah, this guy has some serious work done, right? So say for example, how to read about CloudWatch synthetic canary, right? So I can just go and read all these blogs, and this is way better than all these other blogs that you see on these kind of junk sites, right? Those Simply Learn or whatever that shit was. So yeah, if you find good, just look for other blogs, and if you find those good, just save this website and yeah, just go from there. And that's how you find good blogs and everything. And why I'm specifically talking about blogs is that when you read something, it is proven that it helps more than just by watching. Might be you are a video watching person, but again, just give it a try. It will help you so much. And then I want to show you some other, say for example, I came up to this blog, okay, about Linux, because that day I was looking about some Linux very way back in my days. And the first thing that I saw is this. Okay, so when I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, read this. But then I just went below, and dude, I was literally wrong, and I was happy that I was wrong about this being, anyways. So going through these questions and everything, dude, this is really helpful. The first one, how and why the Linux admin interview questions that you'll find, and these have some genuine good questions, and then you have questions like Unix and programming interview questions, and then if you go a bit below, you'll see there are good questions and their answers like SSH and how we can restrict telnet for root elsewhere but allow for other users. So there are good questions and their answers as well, and I actually downloaded these as well. So yeah, this is very helpful as well. And I don't really remember how I came up to this one, but yeah, I have this as well. So again, same thing, I was like surfing and trying to find some good blogs and everything, and I was like doing intentional research about all this, and I came up to this one, and I just like saved it in my bookmark. And yeah, that's how I have my own setup database where I keep all the good blogs and resources and everything, even some videos as well, right? So with that said, about the blogs and everything, now let's talk about some GitHub repositories that where you can find some good DevOps stuff. Say you want to learn about Linux administrations with DevOps interview questions, no problem. Here is like some good questions with the answers and everything. Say this guy chasing some has some good questions, and even though this is very old, but the principle and the context is exactly the same. So yeah, this is one of the website in GitHub that I find is very helpful, and I actually went through this, and there's this thing called Pedro, some guy from Pedro Gima, I think you'll find over here. Yeah, so this Pedro Gima, he has done some good amount of questions and everything, and I went through those questions. Those are very helpful, even though you will not find the answers of these questions, but if you dig into this, you'll find these answers anyway if you have that courage to do. And don't be stupid, guys. Like, be courageous to do everything by yourself. It really boosts your confidence as well. And then there's this DevOps exercise. In my previous video, I've shown this, but again, yeah, if you're new, just wanted to share this. These are some exercises. Say, for example, I was talking about if you want to do something just hands-on, there are not much to do, but this is something you can like try out this DevOps exercise. They have some good exercises. Not just that, like from DevOps to they have like Kafka, system design, security, and everything. They have their own specific, exercises that you can think of. So I mostly focus on DevOps, Cloud, AWS, GCPs, and Grafana, system design, Argo. But yeah, you can try others as well. So for example, network, you have all these questions: what are TCP, IP, and Ethernet, and MAC addresses. And if you go a bit below, you'll find virtualizations, Prometheus, and everything. There are a lot of things that you can go and read about. And trust me, when you go through this, I actually didn't go the whole thing, but yeah, I have read some of these, and it genuinely helped me. And these are the reasons why I am confident about what I am, and like why I'm very based about these things, right? And then you have another one, DevOps resources. Again, all kind of the same thing, but here you'll find resources and where you can, learn about things. And yeah, say for example, programming and everything. Some of the things are good here actually, not everything is good. Like say for example, 70% is good over here, which you can, if you're a beginner and are a noob, right? Definitely this is like a heaven or a paradise for you to learn anything, not just DevOps, guys. Okay, because I'm focusing on my channel DevOps, that's why I'm talking about DevOps. But no, it's just that be it Linux, be it backend, be it DevOps, be it deployment, be it whatever the fuck it is, right? These are kind of the engineering core principles. So this is the thing that will make you understand and make you confident about what you want to do. And yeah, this is what you should learn. Say for example, DevOps, you want to learn about DevOps tool chest. Here you'll definitely find some of the list of DevOps tools. Why the fuck it's not loading? Anyways, so yeah, it's loading, I guess. So yeah, they have these DevOps toolkits and everything. You have to download it. I don't really like these kind of where I have to download something. But anyways, if you want to, you can definitely check this out. And then you have another one where you like DevOps guide. This is not that much effective. Say for example, than reading blogs. But yeah, this is good. Say for example, you have like IBM Kubernetes hands-on labs, DevOps. This is Reddit, and then Kubernetes and everything. So for example, DevOps, getting started, how to get started with DevOps, right? So these are mostly blogs on Dev and Medium. Not that good, I would say, but yeah, something you might have on your bucket list. And then this is good, guys. Okay, this is the test to sysadmin skills. And see, when you are in DevOps, definitely you need to have both DevOps and at the same time Linux skills. So yeah, this sysadmins mostly covers all the questions and everything, where and you can go through all the network questions. And like see, the thing is when you're doing DevOps projects, there are situations where you need to set up your own custom network, where you have to set up your own MAC addresses, set up your own packet filtering, set up your own test ports, and set up different telnets and everything, and SSH and bastions and DNSs for records for like SOA, PTRA, MX, CNAME, and all these things, right? So specifically this GitHub repo helped me with those things, right? Like understanding the sysadmin questions and everything. Even though I didn't really read all of these things, but yeah, some of these I actually went through this one, the senior sysadmin, and this is really helpful for me. But yeah, and also you'll find these ones. Say, wait, I'll show you. So here, this guy Trimstay, and yeah, so this guy has some other ones like troubleshooting and everything. So I've said going through that as well. So just putting it out there, maybe you can check out. And I think I talked about this one. Yeah, now those out of the way, I have one more thing. Say you're practicing DevOps at the same time, like SREs and everything. This is one good. And if you heard about chaos engineering, so I'll tell you what is a chaos engineering. Chaos engineering is like you're building a product or something, and you want to do testing, right? You know what happens when you are on production? You don't really know what's going on. No, if your product is kind of booming or the market, you might get like sudden bump on your user base, sudden bump on your database or whatever it is, and this is called chaos. It's not stable, right? Your application is like being tortured by the users, right? So that's in that chaos type of situations, you want to in order to minimize the risk of failure, you want to replicate same thing but in a test environment. And this specific repo helps you with that specific point in testing. So yeah, so maybe you can check this out. This really helps in GitOps, DevOps, DevSecOps, and yeah, SREs. And yeah, I actually went through this, but I didn't get the time to go through that. And I have this hosted in self-hosted on my other machine. So yeah, maybe you can do that as well. And probably I'll make a different video about this only. One more thing I just want to talk about before I end this video is that whenever you try to find something, try to find out in a different way. Say for example, do you even know this kind of website like certgirl.online? So yeah, this is the website that I came up, and this type of website I came up from this vb.com. Okay, and there are other ones I don't really remember right now, but yeah, so this certgirl.online. So here I actually came up with some good ones. So if I go to navigation, let me just enable everything. So yeah, so you can see I have all this, and here I got some ones. See for example, in Surf the Web, here I got some good search engines and everything. See, here is like vb.me, gigablast and everything, web crawler. And on internet you'll find ton of these kind of websites where you will find good that these are linked to something. Say for example, if you go visit my website, right, and this is my website, you see here down in this I have something called WebRing, and where I have mentioned things that I am connected to. Say for example, this is my website, but I have also mentioned some other website that I feel okay, these are good, so those are in this WebRing. And if I select this or click the forward button, it will take me to this gnulinuxindia.org. So this is a link to my website. Link to my website, and this is the same kind of thing, whatever you say. Okay, this is my error actually. I am using some blockers. So yeah, anyways, so GNU Linux is there. There are other websites as well where you can find. So this is the GNU Linux website that it's taking to. And okay, and anyways, that's pretty much it. Bottom line is that don't be a noob, don't be a spoon-fed public, and yeah, be confident about learning. And I hope this video helped you guys. And if this really helped you, maybe you can just give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and whatever you feel like. Until then, bye.